Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl voice Ndo, and I am back again with the back at it again. I'm joking. I am back here today with another video. If you are new here, you are most definitely welcome on my channel, and please do not forget to subscribe on the section below, like, comment, share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can be able to get some updates from me and any video that I upload on my YouTube channel. And if you have been here before and you haven't subscribed, I say this again, please hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Okay, so ladies and gents, I am back again with another video from Africa Cup Women. I know I promised you another video, and I'm definitely making one right now. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Please watch until the end so that you can be updated on what is happening on this tournament. I'm super excited to do reviews and just analysis on this game. It's not like deep full-on analysis. It's just a couple of stuff that I feel like I should bring out to everybody. So let us just get right to it before I start preaching again. Amen. Okay, carrying on. We are going to look at some of the things that we actually looked at with the game of South Africa and Uganda. So now, Madagascar is second on the log, judging on the previous Africa Cup Women before Uganda joined in. And I think the team that was there was Burkina Faso. Right. So now we have Uganda in the mix, and they faced South Africa, where we reviewed last week and saw how South Africa absolutely played well and destroyed Uganda. But now we have Kenya, who is third on the log, and Madagascar, who's second on the log, playing against each other. And now we see who is who and who is where. All right. So looking at Kenya, they had 9 scrums, meaning that Madagascar had so many infringements. There was not a lot of kicking, there was not a lot of structure in this game for both teams, I should say. Well, that was their structure, but in most cases it was a lot of freestyling and a lot of just playing the situation, and not actually, there wasn't a reset, if I can just put it in that way. We didn't see much of that, of which we saw with the South African team, and you can see the difference between the teams. You can see how well structured some teams are, and you can see how other teams are not really structured in that regard. They just play the situation, and that the system is not really working for them, but they carry on with it. There isn't really a backup plan to that. It's just one thing after another, and you could see sometimes that there isn't really an understanding with regards to situations. You can see that your scrums are not working. You get a penalty and you call a scrum. That's an example, by the way. It's certain things like that that are actually triggering when we're watching, and we see how some teams make decisions, which is a bit worrying. So Kenya had 9 scrums, of which one of the scrums was a short arm for Madagascar, and so Madagascar won that, and that was just unfortunate for Kenya for just engaging before time. And Kenya won all 8 of their scrums out of 9, which is pretty good. It showed good character from them, and just how persistent they were with their forwards. They were very strong, held their ground, and they just destroyed Madagascar in that scrum. So looking at Madagascar, they had 14 scrums, and one of them they got a penalty for, of which was an infringement from Kenya. One of them they knocked on right after the ball came out, of which gave Kenya a scrum again. And from all those scrums, they won all 14. So that is positive. Although Kenya was dominating as well, Madagascar was able to just get the ball out, because they could see that, with Kenya, they are losing their ground, and Kenya is just punishing them. So they just took the ball out as quick as possible and just played it out to the back line. So going forward, Kenya had 14 lineouts, of which most of them, this is the same issue that South Africa had as well, trying to find touch, that Kenyan 15 was trying as hard as possible to, get that ball out. Great kicking skills, but she was just not finding touch, and it just went back the entire time. The ref just went back to that mark the entire time because they were not finding touch. They were kicking directly out. So that was just a bit of an issue for the lady. But, someone like Grace Adiambo was able to, kick on field, and Madagascar was not able to just retrieve that ball, and she just kicked it out. She not out completely. She would kick it on field and it would bounce out of the field, which was, the favors were for her. Unfortunately for you, for Madagascar, they couldn't get that ball, and she would gain so much ground. So that was very good on their side. So they won 12 of those lineouts and lost 2 to Madagascar. And one of the lineouts, the ref gave a penalty to Madagascar, and Madagascar will definitely tap that ball. Honey, they are not calling nothing. They will tap that ball and play. And in most cases where they tapped, not most cases, in some cases where they tapped, they actually gained more meters. Reason being Kenya not getting back 10 as quick as possible. Kenya definitely picked it up towards the middle of the game, but in most cases Kenya was not getting back on time. But we're looking at Madagascar doing this the entire time. Kenya should be able to pick that up and be like, okay, now these girls are tapping the whole time, but they were able to pick that up at some point, and they were just falling back as quick as possible and making sure they just tackle Madagascar backwards, which was very good from the Kenyan team. So going forward, we have Madagascar, who had 14 lineouts. Kenya got a short arm from Madagascar's lineout, and they won 9 of those lineouts. But Kenya messed Madagascar up with 4 of their lineouts. They just took those lineouts in the air, and I think they worked really well together in order for them to contest. They contested most of those lineouts, and it was really good to see how their locks were able to just retrieve the ball for the team. And I feel that they were not even scared at all to just put their bodies on the line and fall whichever way they were falling. That was really good character from their forwards. I should say they should be really, really proud of themselves for that. That was really good to see them just working and making sure that they get that ball back. So big ups to Kenya for that. So now we're just gonna have a look at their highlights as well and just see how their game went about, which was a little bit difficult for both teams to get points. But Kenya just got their confidence after their first try, and they just kept on going. So let's just have a look at that on the highlights coming up. Let's go. Before we go on, just look at that. Here we go. Malakasi ladies ready to show us their Haka. Ha! Yes! Ha! Look at that. Yes, girls. Get it. That's really cool to see. Like I said, we want to see the Haka, and there's the Haka. You guys see it. You guys see that. Very determined, ready to play. And the home crowd is pretty much excited as well to see that. There's a couple of people there. It's not, well, last year there was a lot of people because of the day being the last one. But Kenya, after that Haka, they're not shaken. They're going to warm up their bodies for standing that long, okay? So that the game can start. Madagascar was first on kickoff. So there it is. That ball, they just let that ball bounce. That's not good, okay? But they retrieved that, and oh my goodness, look at that wing. running that ball up with intent. That's very good. Good hands from Kenya. It's very good. Why? Why? That's a bounce and a half. Okay, she was sitting on her. Okay, that's yo. One thing these girls will do, they will run at you as well. They're very physical. Now it's really exciting to see against South Africa how that's gonna be. Oh, that's a good tackle from Kenya. I'm from Madagascar, but also a very good carry. Another big tackle. Back, back, back throughout. Now that's Madagascar trying to just get that ball out. Oh, good steal from Kenya. That's very good. Putting that body on the line. Oh, it's good. Okay. Finding touch. Oh, really good run. Really good run from the 9. Really good run. She saw that space and, just playing those, moves is pretty good. But then that is the first try. Yeah, the first try was on the 26th minute. These ladies played for 26 minutes without anybody scoring. Now, that is all back and forth, no one scoring. And that took a bit of time for Kenya to score, or either of the teams to score. And the first try was by Phoebe. And she carried that ball with intent and just put her body on the line. Well, the line. That try line, y'all. It's good excitement from the team. Just look at that again. Just one bounce, second one. And she just carried her, the second one with her. And then we have Sinaida on that conversion, and she got it over. And it's a very good carry from the lock. And a very good clean. Look at those hands. Oh, that's Grace Adiambo. Oh my gosh. That was a very nice dummy, releasing and picking again. And just carrying on. Just getting Madagascar back again. And that's Grace Adiambo again. And she just, worked very, very hard to just, get that ball back for her team. That's just one of the things that you can commend, from a player. Just hard work and determination. Just getting that body on the line and just getting that ball back. She ran with intent, yes, but guess who was there? The girl. She was ready to steal that ball. She's a thief. She stole it. So let's carry on. That was pretty good. That was very good. Phenomenal work. I know she just needs help to get up. But yeah, look at Madagascar running that ball. She just saw space. That's space on space. But then if you just play that ball out wide on the left, you have space. And that's literally what she just did. Try. Just getting that ball out to space is as simple as ABC. She saw that. She carried that ball with intent into that space. And she literally they literally recycled the ball and played it on the same side, finished off the field, and that's where they scored. Great work from Madagascar. The home crowd was very happy. That's pretty good work from Madagascar, just breaking that Kenyan defense line and making them work hard. Look at them excited. Madagascar. That was really good. They're also really happy and celebrating. That's try. Just have a look at it again. Just missed that intercept from Kenya, but Madagascar already had another vision. But just look at Kenya now playing hands and just literally doing the same thing as well. Just getting that ball out to the wide and giving the person that's in a better space the ball. You have your playmaker like Grace Ariambo. You have your strongest runners in the centers, like Stella Wafula, getting that ball out and, carrying with intent and offloading and just getting that ball to the wing. They can finish off the job. Easy. And, now Kenya is getting so much momentum and they're getting excited and for them it's one try after the next. The wing just carried that ball with intent, and she didn't even flinch. She just went because she saw that try line. But now that's Grace. She missed that conversion. But look at that chase line from Kenya. It's one line. Okay, that one line chasing up as a unit and closing down space. That's really good to see. It's not a mix match thing. Just look at Madagascar moving that ball again, just trying to get. Oh, that's good defense from Kenya, just using the touchline as the last man. The 9 is, oh, that's a sniper. She's a sniper. That was really good seeing that space. But now they got that penalty from the 9 carrying the ball up, but Madagascar not releasing or rolling away. Grace saw an opportunity to go for those 3 points. Let's see if she gets it. Let's just see if she gets it right. Let's just see. That's a very good kick. And it's over. 3 points. Good job to Grace for that. Very good call. It's a good way to celebrate. The Madagascan people are just, a little bit shocked there. Sitting quiet. Very good kickoff from Madagascar, but good take from Kenya. And good clean. Oh, it's a very good kick from... Oh, there it is. There it is. Grace saw an opportunity immediately from a kickoff. Very good take, good chase line from Madagascar, but Kenya already had that it planned out and they already knew what they were going to do. Get that ball recycled, clean out properly, good securance, give that ball to Grace Adiyambo. Grace does what? She kicks it She kicks it on field, it bounces in her favor, and it's out way close to the 5-meter line. Well, literally by the 5-meter line. What more can we ask for? That's very good execution. Very, very good execution and very good chase from the ladies. That's a very good tackle from Madagascar. Good defense. You can't really see if... Oh my God. She did it again, yo. I mean, skills. This is things that we're not really... I mean, on the first game against South Africa, we didn't really see, going for those 3 points and actually, doing the drop goals. That's another 3 points. Okay? Wow. That is phenomenal. She executed that. She did that. She did that. Wow. I should say that was very, very good. We have the 9, the sniper, going for it again. Kenya holding that ball in a bit more longer. But we have a very, very good carry from Kenya. Just look at Madagascar there. This lady carrying that ball with intent, handoff. But we have the 15 who is just right there to get that ball back. I mean, Kenya has been doing really good with cleaning and just making sure that they get that ball back. But look now, Kenya has so much space on the outside. They've got numbers, and the wing just missed that ball. Now we have Madagascar catching the... Oh! That's the worst mistake you can make. I mean, Kenya was going for those 3 points, yes. But then why would you do that? Okay, we would understand. Maybe you are one of the kickers in the team, but I don't see why you should go for that. And that is the worst place to actually kick. Like, where exactly are you kicking to? Are you kicking to the middle, or you want to... Because right there you are trying to just, potentially just dot the ball down, go for that 22 dropout, or, goal line dropout, or you are trying to get the ball out to the touchline, but I'm not seeing none of that. But now you're kicking the ball right in the hands of the Kenyans, and the Kenyans, that's Stella Wafula, just taking it in and scoring right there. That was a bad mistake. I mean, she's feeling really bad. Oh, look at that wing going. She's pretty... Oh, that was not good from her. But Madagascar now has that ball, and oh, the 12 is going. She plays sevens for them as well, so you can only imagine Grace communicating there, right there. And she had the steal correctly, but I mean, there was other infringements before that, unfortunately. But look at Kenya standing strong right there and keeping her up and making sure they get that ball back. And that's a scrum for Kenya. Well done to the ladies for staying strong. Good Kenya playing hands again. Oh, good dummy. Good execution, but no, you can't do that. You can't do that. Hey. You can't do that. You don't tackle a person after they kick. 3. That's not good. You need to make sure you tackle before, not after. Okay? That is a penalty. Potentially a yellow card. Careful. But, yeah. These ladies showed good character, I should say, and this was just one of the things that we wanted to see with both teams, and they just came in, and you know, it was really good to see all that happening. Yeah, but now Kenya just got that penalty. Space out wide. You just need to swing that ball. Swing that ball to the outside. It's open. It's 3-on-1. You don't want to take the ball in and try and be the hero. You want to make sure the team gets as much points as possible. But right there, you want to try and draw and pass, yes. Pass before time, yes. But now we're seeing that, and you know, you're taking the ball in and you want to pass while already in contact. That's a little bit more inconvenient for the teammates. Now they have to clean up the mess. That's a 3-on-1. You want to see that ball moving as fast as possible. But now you do that, it's a knock on and it's a turnover. It's a little bit unfortunate. Look at that. They're missing that ball right there. But, you know, Kenya just turned over that ball again. That's just one of the things that we're doing really well on this game. And we have Grace just kicking that ball out. She's been doing phenomenal on this game. Good carries from the Kenyan ladies. Commend them for that. Pretty strong. But now the space is open on the outside again. Let's see what they do. Okay. Quick hands would have been pretty good, but that's good. We recycle again. But then the fullback calls that ball on the outside because she is confident that she can actually get that ball over the try line. And she did. I mean, it's a 1-on-1. You just right there, you just have to carry yourself, your whole weight, and just put it over that advantage line and just score the try. So that was very good, very, very good from the fullback. And then, you know, that was game for these ladies. The Kenyan ladies held their head high and they beat the second best team in this tournament from the last statistics. But we have Kenya putting their bodies on the line and actually putting their hand up to say, hey, we're here, and this year we have brought something different and we are not backing down. And that's what they did on this game. And congratulations to the Kenyan ladies for playing really well and getting their confidence throughout the game and making sure that, you know, they just bring the energy and score points at the end of the day. They showed great character, great strength, and this is going to be now 2 teams playing against each other, South Africa and Kenya, in the next round of Africa Cup, and we are going to see who is the strongest. Yes, from the 2, both physical and, you know, willing, just a bit more structure on the South African side and a bit more awareness on where they need to be. But we saw the Kenyan ladies getting their feet back and putting their structure in place and staying in the system, and you could see what actually worked for them, and they used that to their advantage, and it worked for them in this game. So we are going to see Madagascar facing Uganda and South Africa facing Kenya in the next round, where I will be bringing you the next highlights. Okay, so stay tuned. Do not worry, I'll be your girl. If you're lazy to watch the whole game, of which you should actually watch the whole game, because that's the whole point. We want more numbers, we want more people, like I said on my previous videos. We want more numbers, more people watching women's rugby and actually, you know, sending out the word. We want to be seen, we want to be heard. That's one thing I will keep on saying and advocating. Thank you so much for tuning in on today's video, but this is where we end. But I'm not saying goodbye forever. I'll be back with another video, so stay tuned. I'll bring you more highlights, more news, and just basically whatever you need to know. So you just need to comment on the section below. Do not forget to please subscribe. But until we meet next time, bye.